Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about a trade setup that we had planned in Infosys in the month of Jan 2023, and the trading style was daily income trade. Now, before I get into what was the outcome of the trade and how did the demand and supply levels play out in Infosys, let us have a quick look at the actual XLT session wherein we discuss this trade. So friends, this is the chart of Infosys, and if I look at the bigger time frame chart of Infi right now, one demand, one supply, and zone multiplier as 1, fresh levels. And if I do curve analysis, then can I say that I am in the middle of the curve trying to go towards high on the curve right now? Yes, so I am middle of the curve in Infosys. My expected target is 1580 to 1600. The 75 minutes trend in the stock is no prices for guessing. It is clearly up, and in line with 75 minutes uptrend, I have this 30 minutes rally base rally where I want to participate on the long side. If I look at the arrival in this stock, can you see the price action just above the zone, friends? Can you all see it? So this arrival, okay, is not great because prices have completely gone sideways. So it's really not a boom kind of a move which has made a new high in price. Nevertheless, the higher time frames are still in my favor. So अगर ये zone में आके कुछ confirmation हमें मिले, then we would definitely go ahead and plan long as a confirmation trade. अगर ये ऐसा movement नहीं होता when it left the zone, then I would have probably planned it as entry type 1 itself without waiting for any confirmation. But क्योंकि ये इतना choppy और sideways move है after it left the zone, I have preferred it as a confirmation entry. Lower level at 1501 is also, yeah, agree. So ये सारे confusions है मयंक, क्योंकि trend up है तो मुझे लग रहा है इधर तक नहीं आना चाहिए, but ये zone में problem भी है. तो because of all this dilemma, I have planned this a confirmation trade here. I agree 1501 level is also good. Okay. So this is something we are going to watch in the first 30 minutes and accordingly take a call. Don't place a limit order in order window, friends, right now. आपको limit order इसमें नहीं डालनी है. As I usually do, I will ask you to enter when we see the confirmation happening in the first 30 minutes. Okay, so that's about Infosys, which is good from a bigger time frame perspective. So now that you understand the entire rationale behind planning Infosys, let us see how did the trade play out. So essentially, the trade we were looking at was on 17th, 18th of Jan XLT session. So it was, this is here we were planning the trade. And our idea was, as you saw on the explanation video, that we would be entering as a confirmation around 1529.60. 1529.65. Now, the entire 18th of Jan, if you observe, Infosys kept on going sideways without giving us an entry. However, if you observed on 19th of Jan, okay, so this was 19th of Jan, Infosys straight away entered inside the zone and hit our proximal line. Now, we did not enter in the first candle because the entry type that I had mentioned was confirmation entry. Now, confirmation entry simply means I wait for the candle to come inside the zone, and when the next candle leaves the zone, that's where I enter. So this is where I got inside the zone, which is 1527. In the first candle, although I touched my zone, but I never got inside the zone. This is where the candle went inside the zone, and the next candle to that started moving out of the zone. So we enter somewhere over 1529.50 to 1530 odd levels. And on stop, as you saw in the screen, we had kept at around 1520.20. The slight disadvantage behind the confirmation entry is by the time you enter, it becomes too late. And that's why it compromises on your RR a little bit. But despite of this, if you observe, keeping the target of 1549.15, despite of entering as a confirmation entry, we eventually did end up achieving our 2:1 target. Now, few days later, Infosys again came towards our zone and ended up giving more than 2:1. It went up to 4:1. But because our view was from a 1 to 2 days trading perspective, we closed the trade at a 2:1 reward to risk ratio. So this was an example of a trade in which we entered via a confirmation setup, and it played out nicely in our favor. Thank you very much. And if you would like to see more of such videos from us, do like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.